Hey guys, this is Siren Frost coming at you with a deck profile today, and this is going to be a second installment of the Genesis series. So my first video I did the Amaruta Revelation. Now in this video we're going to be doing updated deck profile of my Genesis Witches with Legion and Stride. Now ever since set 11 came out, I'm actually pretty glad because I can actually build my decks up the way I wanted to, and have the decks I kind of want to build in the first place. I don't know, guys. I'm just talking out my ass today, so forgive me for that. So with that being said, let's get on the deck with the profile. So my starting Vanguard is my newest one, Black Feather Witch Stevia. Her skill is Counterblast 1 and put this in your soul. If you have a card Vanguard with Witch in its name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and place 1 on your soul, and the rest goes to the drop zone. Choose up to one of your units with one of your units with Witch in its name, and it gets plus 5,000 power at the end of turn. So she basically increases, your chance of performing Legion on your turn, and also soul charge yourself in the process. So this is actually a good double-edged sword if you think about it. For triggers, we're playing 4 heals, which is Witch of Big Pot's Laurier. I've seen people play the newest version of Laurier, but I have only one copy of the G Guardians, so I don't think that's going to help me on the slightest. So I'm going to go with the classic Laurier instead. Now I'm playing 8 crits, so we're playing 4 copies of Wraith Witch Sorel, the newest member, and 4 copies of Witch's Familiar Shiroma. Shiroma is a very handy witch card, and his skill is put this into your soul, put this on the top of your deck. Okay. Put this on the top of your deck and shuffle, and then look at the top 3. If you have a Vanguard Witch in its name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and search for one and put it among them and put them in your soul, and it goes to the drop zone. So what this kind of tells me technically is Stevia and Shiroma, they have that little Gold Paladin ability. Like, look at the top cards of your deck, and unlike Gold Paladin, they go into your soul and go in your drop zone. While Gold Paladin only lets you superior call a Gold Paladin units, depending on the skill. And then finally, we're playing 4 stands. We're playing 4 Drip Rich Rosemary. When Rosemary is sent from the soul to a drop zone during my turn, if I have a Vanguard with Witch in its name, soul charge 1. Choose up to one of your units with Witch in its name, and it gets plus 2,000 power in a turn. So this also counts for your Vanguard too. Keep that in mind, guys. Well, I don't know why the hell I even said that, because you already know what that card could do. Like I said, guys, I really am just tired. Like, I just kind of woke up, and I'm still on vacation, just chilling at home, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go whatever. Alright, so for grade 1s, we're going with 4 copies of Witch of Cats Cumin. She's from set 10, but she's still a classic Genesis Witch we still know and love. I've seen people play a different build, like Valencia or something like that, because they want the soul charging. But I'd rather take my time and have more aggressive attacks than souling. But it kind of depends on the soul itself, so yeah. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Witch of Quillpin's Neon. She has the same ability as Melissa, except when you Counterblast 1, when she's soul blasted from the soul, you may superior call her back from this drop zone, and she gets plus 2,000 power. So that's one good thing about Fire's Collection. They tend to spread out a lot of good answers for that one. Next, I'm playing 4 copies of Witch of Fruit of Knowledge Rooibos. She's the quintet wall, the G quintet wall for this deck. And since this is a Legion deck, this comes in actually quite handy to refill your deck a lot more with triggers, some monsters you need, and all that stuff. But this one has a new ability. A special 1 card with Witch in its card name. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, pay the cost. And if you do, call the top 5 cards of your deck to the Guardian Circle. And his other skill is choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this card is put from your soul to a drop zone, if you have a card Vanguard with Witch in its name, soul charge. You may pay the cost. And if you do, return this card to your hand and soul charge too. So you still get a free soul charging anyways too, just from a quintet wall. It's not bad. I personally like it, so. Now, here's the thing. You're all probably going to laugh at me for this, but I am playing 4 copies of Witch of Orange's Valencia. Valencia's skill, when she's put to a drop zone, due to an effect, or when she's soul blasted, you may soul charge 2 cards. So she's kind of the same ability as Grappa. We're not playing Grappa, sadly, because Grappa is not really good for this deck. I mean, Valencia can just basically do it by herself. And yeah, Cumin's always first. I don't care. Cumin's always the first. Okay, so now for grade 2, we're playing 4 of the new Legion of Witch of Aster Star. She's the newest member in our family, and her skill is, because I'm going to read it right here. Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Rearguard Circle, pay the cost. If you do, Soul Charge 2. And if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with which in its name, in its card name, choose up to 2 of your other units, and those units get plus 2,000 power. So I think for her, it's probably best to just use her as a Soul Charge part in the Vanguard Circle. But she's mainly good for Rearguard if you want to do just that extra power boost. But Soul Charging is pretty damn good too. Next, 4 copies of Witch of Golden Eagles Jasmine. Like I said, I don't play the 12k in here. We don't play 12ks anymore. You know, it's a bunch of bullshit. And for her skill is, I haven't played these cards in a while, so forgive me. Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on a Rearguard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Witch in his name, pay the cost. And if you do, Soul Charge 3. And if this card gets 3,000 power in your turn. So, either way, this deck's very, very consistent. It's very Counterblast heavy. So that's why I'm kind of debating on whether I want to take out or put 2 Quinta Walls in the deck and put 2 of the Goddess Decline Hills. Because, you know, this is a very Counterblast heavy deck. So, you kind of want to save your resources. But it kind of depends on how you want to look at the deck and, you know, how you want your personal preference to it. Next, I'm playing 3 copies of Witch of Bright Rabbit's Cardamon. Cardamon skill, Counterblast 1. When this, same ability as Quill Pin. So, I just can't really tell you that much, but I know you guys are probably thinking, like, this deck is way beyond Counterblast heavy, so you need to shoot the G-Perfect guards to unflip damage. And I agree, but there's other options too. I mean, you may be very surprised on what the deal is probably going to be. Okay. For grade 3s, we're playing 4 copies of Witch of Pure Star Enos. And I'm going to rate her skill. So, she's a 1-turn thing. Counterblast 1. When your card with Witch is put from your soul to a drop zone, pay the cost. And if you do, call that card to Rearguard. And if this unit is Legion, draw a card. Her other skill is Soul Blast 3. When your unit with Witch and its card name is placed on Rearguard Circle during a turn that this unit is Legion, you may pay the cost. And if you do, Counter Charge 1 and Soul Charge 1. So, another way, you have to have her as your main boss of the deck, because she does provide you a counter charge as well. So, this actually helps you out for a little bit, but I know adding Goddess Decline Hell may be helpful too, in a weird way. And then finally, we're playing 4 copies of Witch of Eagles Fennel. And I haven't played Fennel in a while, so let me see this. Her skill is Soul Blast 3. During a turn, this unit is Legion. And at the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard, pay the cost. And if you do, look at the 5 cards from looking at the top 5 cards to your deck. Search for up to 2 cards with Witch in his card name from among them. Reveal them to your opponent, put them in your hand, and shuffle your deck. And her other skill is Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, pay the cost. If you do, Soul Charge 3. So either way, the grade 3s actually help you with your soul charging, unlike the grade 2s and grade 1s. But that's just me. You're all probably like thinking like, run Mint, she's fucking broken. How about this? Shut the fuck up and let me just play my own deck for a change, asshole. Sorry for sounding a little rude, but still. I hate when people try to tell me to play a deck that, you know, I know it's good and it's broken, but it's just not for me, and I don't want to play the same deck like everyone else does. Like, that's fucking boring, if you ask me. So for the G deck, we're playing 2 copies of Witch Queen of Congratulation, Nasturium. She's the newest one in our family. And her skill is a 1-turn thing, an active skill. Act skill. Counterblast 1. If you have a heart card with Witch in its name, choose up to 2 of your units with Witch. in their card name, and at the end of the turn, they get 5,000 power and auto skill. When this unit attacks, soul charge 1. And if you have 2 or more heart cards, this unit gets 10,000 power and +1 critical. So this is probably good for Legion as well. It'd be a lot better if I had, 2 more, but that's just me. Next, I'm playing 4 copies of Witch Queen of Holy Water Clove, or Clover. And her skill is Soul Blast 6. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a heart card with Witch in its name, pay the cost. And if you do, until the end of turn, this unit gets a continuous skill. During your turn, all your units with Witch in its card name gets 5,000 power. Then if you have 2 or more heart cards, this unit gets a +1 critical until the end of turn. So my kind of guess is you have to have this in Legion. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts anymore. Next, I'm playing 1 Goddess of Settlement, Pallas Athena, just for that 1 final turn kill. Goddess of Fermentation, Dione. 2 Doom Braces. 2 Tier, Beast Slayer, Military Deity Tier. I think you maybe want to play 1, but so far, I might just take these out when I get the 2 more Witches, but that's just, yeah. And then finally, 4 G Guardians of Goddess of 7 Colors, Iris, as the final G zone. And we all know what Iris does because most of us already have her, and we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. We don't give a shit to explain how our choices sometimes, but people always ask us questions like why certain cards you choose and what cards you don't. I choose certain cards because 1, it helps me understand what deck is best and what cards are good for the deck itself. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes. I have a hard time doing with Lunalights, Amazonas, Harpies, Dark Lords, any deck you can think of at my disposal. I still just try to find cards that are best for the deck and see and get some improvisation from it. Or inspiration, yes, that's the word. So anyways, guys, that concludes the deck profile update of my Genesis Witches. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry if I mumbled a little too much. It's a little bit of a habit I'm trying to break, and again, I really owe you guys an apology for that one. But as always, guys, there will be a full deck list in the description down below. So feel free and go ahead and check out that video and check out the list yourself, and give your thoughts and opinions. Drop a comment down below, and just let me know what you guys think of the deck and everything's going around all these videos. And go ahead and check out the rest of my videos, you guys. Like, show some love to Miss Frost. So anyways, guys, as always, thank you guys for watching, and if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to ask them, or let's have a little debate. And I'll see you guys in the next video if I get more inspiration. I might do another video when it comes to sneak peek. I'll show you guys my pulls, and maybe I'll do another updated deck profile of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones, because I feel like the game has changed so much that, yeah, it is what it is. I need to start doing more discussion videos. That's one thing I need to do. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, rate, thumbs up for this video, all that good jazz, and it's great being back, guys. And again, thank you all for your love and support, and thank you all for being patient with me while I was MIA for nearly 1 or 2 months. I don't know. I kind of lost count of everything. So anyways, guys, I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!